guys, it's your girl Renee, and I am outside walking around my backyard because we had a 2-day rainstorm, and look, the clouds still look pretty dark. So I'm suspecting that we're going to have some more rain later on today. So I'm out here trying to see what needs to be done. So I'm looking at my deck, and it doesn't seem like the rain did too much, just other than a little bit of sweeping because of the leaves that have blown up here. I see that this mum plant, I'm going to need to cut that back because the rain has just pounded it so hard, so that needs a good hard cut back. This area over here needs some cutting back as well. My second mum here, I'm just going to cut that down. And it looks like my bell peppers over here got hit hard, but they're leaning, but they're still producing some banana peppers. So, and my okra looks like they've been through a serious war because they have been beat down, and some of them are leaning over like this one. So I'm going to be pulling these out soon anyway. So, and then my raised beds looks like they're starting to flower, so I'm going to harvest these tomorrow, and then I'm going to take all these out, and then I'm going to put in their place some red mustard greens that I have. But my broccoli and my collards and my celery, they are standing tough. They are doing an awesome job. Over here looks pretty good. Look at how big this foxglove plant has gotten. It is huge. So I know this is going to be amazing. And some of my plants in here are doing well. Some of my onion tops are doing fabulous. My Savoy cabbage is doing well. Going to cut back this blanket flower here because it has big holes and stuff, so I'm going to cut that down. This other side of this raised bed looks good. You know, Mother Nature gave it a beating. The wind kind of, whipped it down a little bit, but overall, my garden is looking good. And over here, as you can see, Rocky has been over here digging around my broccoli plants in this flower container. Looks good. As you can see over here, where I cut the rose bush down, the foxgloves look really, really, really good. So I'm pleased with that. And over here, my fence that goes next to, over and around the air conditioning unit got blown down, so I've got to put that up. Now let's go over here to the raised bed that I was trying to complete, another area with those pavers. They seem to do pretty good. Now let's go check out and see how the red mustard, as you can see, it's a big swampy mess. That's why I got my boots on, because it is so wet. And the red mustard greens are doing great. It's loving that Mother Nature miracle water. And say it's a swamp area over here. So I'm gonna need some time for this stuff to dry out. And over here, just need some good raking. Over here, so my redesign over here for this part of my garden, all this other stuff with the raking and the cutting back, I think it's going to push me back to maybe a week to 2 weeks. So I'm the type of person that I have to clean up all this other stuff because that throws my focus off of my main project. That's just my thought process. That's just how I do. So let's go walk over here by the side garden and see how that's looking. Can you imagine that this okra plant started from such a small little plant and has grown to be such a tall okra plant? Look at that. It goes all the way to the top. So this side of the garden is, I got to cut back my hosta because they're changing into their fall color. So I usually just clean this whole area up right here so I don't have to. I'll have a clean look going down here. As you can see, a bunch of the fall leaves have fallen on the ground. So I'm going to need to do some raking. And my lunchbox peppers, they are still producing, so I'll probably take all these, and I might want to try to overwinter, these peppers. And then here, my broccoli plants and stuff, my planters, they've been beat down with the water, but overall, still looking good. Really good. So what I'm going to do is that when I pull those red leaf lettuce out of that one raised bed, this is the red mustards that I'm going to transplant over there and take over that space. So, like I said, it's just, it's a normal thing. Just got to come in there and do some raking, sweeping, pruning. Look at my Shasta daisies. I can think about how beautiful they were, but you know what? They served me well, and I'm just going to cut these back hard, cut it down to practically nothing, and then next spring, summer, they will shoot back, and they won't be so big, because look how big this whole Shasta daisy plant was. It was just humongous. It was a showstopper, but I want it to be more of a compact presentation for next year. That's what I'm trying to say. And you see all this mud? Look at this. Just a swamp. You hear that? Swamp. My mulch that I put under here got all washed out. Broccoli plants looking good. Look at these, my bell peppers, all leaning over, so I'm going to have to come and restake them. Going to have to do a lot of trimming up there because they were beat down pretty well with the rain. But the dollar mums that I got from Walmart, they still looking good. See? And makes me smile when I can have saved a plant from going into the garbage. So over here is looking good. My hydrangea still looking cute. This is my sister's part of the memorial garden. And it's still looking good. It's just normal fall. Stilbees are turning into their fall color. Hostas are switching over. Persian shield looks not as bright and vibrant as it usually is, but it's still beautiful. Planted with the arborvitae. Look at that. And then behind it you have another stilbee. Beautiful. And then over here, my mom and dad's area, still looking good. The mom's looking good. Crackhead over there, she's still looking good. Beautiful. And let's look at the greens and the red leaf cabbage over here. Look at that broccoli. Look at the leaves of that broccoli. Look at that. Beautiful. And not one bite mark on there. Beautiful. My red cabbage is looking good. Just a lot of leaves in there, but that's all right. I will just amend them back into the soil. These collards looking beautiful. These look amazing. Perfect. Now let's go over here and look at the cabbage and cauliflower that I planted. Now, sometimes I just like seeing the leaves on the grass. It's just, I don't know, it's a sign of fall. All right, in my little hoop garden back here with my cauliflower, broccoli, and cabbage, they're doing good. As you can see, my trellises are like all wonky and leaning, but I'll fix those up. But overall, you know, I can't complain because it could have been worse. And I got to trim my Don Juan rose because it has given me its beauty for the season. And I'm going to cut it way back and see if I can get another flush or just get it in the shape that I need it to be for next spring. And all up on my hill, the trees, the dogwood trees are looking fabulous. Get a close-up of Mr. Sellers' tree. Let's get a close-up on it so you guys can see that it's changing into its fall colors. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Beautiful fall color. All right. And my autumn joyceum is looking good. And my Japanese maple. And that's just an overview of what my garden looks like from a distance. All right, guys. Well, that's what's happening over here in Miss Renee's garden after a 2-day rain. We are still popping. We are still surviving. And check this out. And we even got a little strawberry trying to grow back there. See, not all is lost. Lantana, as I always say, is looking beautiful as always. Always makes my heart feel so good when I see beauty. Rosemary is still looking good. Brussels sprouts, my Swiss chard, and all the vibrant colors. I think I just planted this plant for the colors that it brings, but it's gorgeous. Another Brussels sprout, looking good. All right, guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day as I am walking around my garden and listening to all the sounds of nature out here. And this poor eggplant has taken another nosedive, but I'll come out here and I'll stand it up again. I have got to say, this eggplant has taken a hit, but it is so resilient. It is keeping on coming on back. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. And Miss Renee, we'll see you in the next video. Let's leave with looking at something beautiful. And my mint, my sweet mint. Beautiful. All right, guys, take care.